Hello, we're just about to assemble a Roley Premium. It's a John Deere 8400R tractor. Just want to go through it with you. So before you go, you need a Phillips screwdriver or a screw gun. You need a hammer, an 8 and a 13mm spanner. I have a socket set which is handy, and I think it's a number 3 Allen key. So they're the handy tools to have. So let's get going. Big box, big product. There's lots of bits and pieces. On this model, there's gears and a handbrake. So it's a premium model. So we'll just get everything out of the box. Start out all my stuff here now, and you get a nice it's a new brochure from Roley about all the John Deere products. The instructions for this are in German, and if you're in the English part of the world, that's not much help, so hopefully this video will be of help to you. I won't be using the instructions because I've done lots of these. I'm going to leave the stickers up to last, so we leave those over there. So that's everything we need, and we'll take care of all the rubbish very appropriately. I'm just going to take off all the plastic. I'm going to start, I always start on the underside of these. I find it's a very just the method I use, and I find it really good. Now, first bag I opened, you'll see, has one yellow handle and 2 little brackets. So this is the first bit of assembly. We have the brake handle here, and it'll actually go on, it appears as if it goes on both sides, but it only goes on one side. Make sure there's 2 little prongs here. Make sure you have them facing towards the wheel. Place your bracket there. Place your bracket there, and I'll just proceed. Be careful if you have a screw gun that you don't have too much torque on it, because this is a plastic body, and so we just do it to that. And repeat the dose by 8. Now, next thing, we're just going to slide the yellow handle down here. What I find is often very handy is just maybe a small bit of Vaseline. There we go. We open this black bag, and you'll see there's 4 parts. These are actually the brake pads. So on these little prongs, if you want to get a close up here, James, on these little prongs, you'll see there's a little gap there, and pop those on. There we go. And the black one goes on over. That's your little brake pad. And you will see out of that pack also comes a little black stopper that goes into the hole here. It's to stop little fingers from getting caught. And just a little tap of the hand, and I'll just repeat this on the other side. Now, the next bag is the one with the steering wheel and the steering column. That's the next piece we're going to put on. Steering column, steering wheel. You actually, in this bag, you have your 2 tractor pins, so I'm going to put those in there now, so they won't get lost. And sometimes you'll find actually from the factory there'll often be a bit of, I suppose, from boring holes and stuff like that. Yeah, you'll often see the likes of these just fall out. So you put in the pin there. The instructions aside, we don't need them. So now, when I open this bag, we have, I'm going to leave them down here actually. These are all to do with the steering. So, oops, there we go. Nut and a bolt. So we leave these aside for a moment. I'll come back to them. I leave these on the ground. And we'll just proceed to put the steering column together. This is one, so we have a wide washer here, and you'll see there's this little gadget here. So we're going to put the washer in there, and the washer faces down. You'll see there's a little metal kind of thing marked out of the steel here. So it's important the metal goes on that. And at this point, we're going to put the tractor up on its hind legs, and you fish this through. A small bit of dexterity here just to, there we go. And make sure around that the little tail goes in here, because this was turns the wheel. See that? Very important. So that's the way that finishes. Now, I'm going to stay at hind legs, and you'll find here, and it varies literally from model to model. You'll see the hole in the steering wheel, so I put that against the hole, and we have a small gap, so you don't want the steering wheel moving. So at this stage, they give you 4 washers. I know from experience I'm going to use the second one, because that's the equivalent of the gap that I saw here. So I put on the washer. I'm going to put on the steering wheel and just line up the nut, or line up the 2 holes and put in the nut, and I'll proceed to tighten it now. Next thing we're doing, we're going to put the seat unit together. So we've brought up the 2 hubcaps and we've the crash bar. So make sure, I've seen people put these on facing forward. Won't work, won't look good, but it won't work anyway, because there's 2 holes here, and they've given me 4 silver screws. Now there's 8 silver screws. There's another bag with 4 more, but these are the slightly longer ones that came out of the bag with the steering column. So I'm going to proceed just to tighten these, and we get on to the next stage of putting the seat together. Now, so we have the roll bar securely fitted to the underside of the mudguards. There's something here, when this comes out of the box, this is a little lever that allows you to adjust the seat. It's one of the features on the premium range. Bring that right down to the front. You'll see, if you get the camera in, align it with the hole that's in the chassis. So if you come on top, you'll see it's directly over the hole that's in the chassis. Now to get this on, this won't go on other than if you can see. I'm just going to slide it, and there we go. There are 4 holes in this, and they're all perfectly aligned. Now we're just going to finish the seat, but I've just opened the next bag of screws. There are 4 long black ones that we need to finish the seat unit, and there are 4 short silver ones. The 4 short silver ones, again, this is a feature on the premium. They go in there. I'm going to do those in a second, but for now I'm going to finish putting on the seat unit. So you see with 4 holes here, I fish these in by hand, and I just tighten them now with my screw gun. And this is the second part of putting the, right, there we go. And I'll just now proceed to tighten these. And then the third and final part of putting the, just want to see me here now, Jamesy. And again, it's adjusted here, and we do the 4 of them now. Last part of putting the seat together, you have the actual seat unit. If you look closely, there's 2 little almost blanked out holes, but for some reason Rolly never fully cleared them, and I'm just using the screw to pop them out. And here's the other one. And this one is a little more stubborn for some reason. And you will see the last thing on the seat unit, there are 2 holes, so we carefully line these up. No, these can be a little tricky actually to line up 100% correctly. There we go. And again, we just tighten them. there we have the adjustable seat. And while we're going, there are 4 screws here. These are quite simple. It's just an added little feature on the John Deere or on the Rolly Premium range. We get the bonnet ready. A couple of decorative pieces in the next bag we open, and they're just 2 little black pieces there, and they literally just pop in. And now if you look closely, there's a little piece here with 2 holes underneath, so we're just going to pop this in and screw it from the underside. Watch, there we go, and it gives a lovely look to the finish. So I'm just going to screw these in here now at the other side. Okay. Hello, at this point with the bonnet ready now. Oops, get the dust on it. With the decorative pieces in, I find it actually a bit easier at this point to put on all the stickers. So I'm just going to excuse myself here now for 2 or 3 minutes and just be very careful to put on the stickers, because that's what gives it a really good look. Now just all the stickers. The John Deere D800R. We have the look of the machine, the John Deere logo, the same repeated here. We have a steering wheel sticker, a dashboard sticker, and on the back here we have lights on the roll bar stickers and indicator and brake light stickers. So they're all the stickers, and it gives a lovely look to your Rolly John Deere Premium. Now some people actually, I'm going to put on the front loader, but some people leave it for a while like that and just drive the tractor without the loader. But I want to show you how to put on the loader. So that's the actual tractor complete. Now, last job, put on the loader. So as you can see, I opened a bag of loader fittings, and the first one we're going to do is, this is the part that holds the, and this is why we need a hammer, or you don't even need it, just a mallet hammer is better. Nice and gently tap it until just the silver reaches the end, and we're going to put it onto the tractor. There are, if you come around to this side, cameraman, there are 2 holes on the chassis, and this bar goes into the first one. It's the bigger the 2 holes, and it feeds through, and we tap on one onto the other side. So there'll be a bit of noise here for a second. So there we are, we just tap it until it's even at both sides, and you'll see the metal is there. So that's the first part. Second part, and this is a feature that's unique to the premium models, you'll see on the tractor body, again if you come back over here, the second hole. So we're going to feed this bar in here, and I'm going to use my little finger, if I'll have to use my little finger unfortunately. We're going to feed this through until we see it coming out the far side. We'll leave like that for a second. And now they've given us a very specific Allen key. So if you can get in close there, cameraman, you'll see the hole is shaped here that the nut will sit in nice and easy, or nice and perfectly. You see that the way it's set in. So I'm now going to use this to give you the Allen key. See the way it's perfect fit to go through there, and I'm going to pick it up at this side. Oh, that happens occasionally. I'll keep my finger on it this time. So we have to work both fingers together. Here we go. And you just turn, one hand is turning until you feel you have, I have, yes. There we go. And again, just hand tightened. Now, next thing, we're nearly there. We need to put on the 2 little little clasps that will hold it in place. So you'll see you have 2 options here. On all the premium models, it's the second, the lower down one. So we're going to put the bolt, it screws from the inside out, and you must do this before you put it onto the body. And you'll see that there's a little, again, hexagonal shape there for the nut. And we're going to hand tighten that, and we're going to do the same at the opposite side. And again, facing downwards, make sure it's facing downwards. Screw it through, and then hand tighten it. And I'm just going to get my gun to tighten it now. We're about to attach the loader to the actual frame. So all we need is these lads. So we're going to slot that in there. And if you look carefully, there's two little grooves. So all we do, pop that in, and there's a little clasp here, press it in. Same again, make sure you do that. Pop it in. And clasp this. And your loader's good to go. One thing actually, I forgot to say, see these lads, don't over tighten these. It's important that these are flexible. If you over tighten those, they won't clasp just like that. You need to keep these just about the next turn will tighten them, so leave it like that. Finally, the last bag of pieces. Let's leave it there and there. Leave it there and there. The two extra bits here, and you'll see in a second what they're for. And again, we have a little black filler. And where does that go? That goes in here to protect. Sorry, just to protect from little fingers getting caught. Just pop that in with your hand. So if you extend the arm, we're now going to put on the bucket. You'll see there's 4 holding holes, two in front, 2 behind. The first thing you do, put the 2 front ones, and they simply just slot through. There's nothing required. Line up the other 2 inside here. So we're going to put this in here, almost the same as the last time, except just pop it in there and I'll get a grasp of it. And we're going to put this lad up in the middle. It just makes it a bit more steady. We'll get a picture of this on the underside now in a second. It's a lovely little feature Rolly added a couple of years back. That's that, and we just repeated those. So again, if you want to get this one closely, it's handy, maybe it's easier. I might just turn the tractor on the side to show you what happens here, because this can get a lot of people. So with the bolt and this lad, we're going to pop this into the middle here, and quite simply then line up the whole lot and done. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Rolly John Deere Premium 8400R. So it should take you about 40-45 minutes, and as you can see, just do it step by step, and well wear, safe driving, and as I said, it has a forward and a reverse gear, it has free wheel and a handbrake with an adjustable seat. Beautiful, beautiful product. I wish you many years of happiness with your new product.